It's one of the things that kind of breaks my heart is some people don't believe they have a mission or a purpose in life. Partly because in the third dimension, they are comparing themselves to someone else in terms of magnitude of what they're doing in the world, and they think that they're minimizing themselves so they don't have a purpose. You've kind of touched on it that some people just come back here for karmic reasons. So what would you say to people that think that they don't have a purpose or a mission?
There is always purpose. Even if your purpose is to pay off your karma, there is always purpose.
People that think that they don't have a mission, that they're stuck in the mundane day-to-day, I'm a mother or I'm a father or I go to work and
Personally,
I do this.
I wouldn't say anything to them because
awesome.
People need to, we all have free will in the third dimension. So if we want to believe we are here without a purpose,
it's up to them.
That's how it is. Very sad for us to see that people, when they are close to us, or family or partners, seeing them lost in what some people call the matrix. But honestly, we can't do much than be ourselves, and through our own example, we are doing a lot. Believe me, we are doing a lot, because people is observing each other all the time. Or even when you think they are not looking to you or they don't care, they do observe. I remember one first night for introducing the family, and Ash just said, they were in Argentina, people love meat. They love eating meat, and I don't eat meat. So all the dishes had meat in that dinner, and I felt so uncomfortable because the mother of my partner back in the time, she was like, oh, I don't know what to cook for you because you don't eat meat. And I was like, oh, it's okay, I'm full, you know.
Yeah.
And I eat a little bit of salad. And I remember in that table, I felt judged. I felt that uncomfortable. I was like, oh, you know, and I remember the older girl there, like my sister-in-law, you know, back in the time, saying, oh, I eat everything, I'm simple. I remember that word. I am simple. I eat everything is okay. And I thought, oh, you know, I'm not simple.
Complex.
She's vegan now. She has a business. She sells vegan products. Okay? 7 years later, I remember her saying, I am simple. And now she's a beautiful person, okay?
Yeah.
I felt her pleasure saying she was simple or not, because I was a new one. And she has a beautiful business and she's very successful. Yeah, and all of them are vegetarian, vegan, and everything now. So,
planting the seed. And as you said, I think the greatest gift isn't what you know or what you've done or what you've not done. It's just be turning up as you in any given moment and just giving people permission to be themselves as well by you being you. It's definitely something that I'm starting to embody more and more as I go through this journey. Can you talk a little bit about, can you define karma for me? Because what you're, obviously, because you're far more experienced and qualified in the field to talk about it than what I am.
The karma is just part of the laws that exist in this reality of the third dimension, and the reality in planet Earth or Gaia, because every place that exists in the universe, they will have their own laws. So I don't want to talk about it because we live in planet Earth and we are humans and we are in the 3D. So here and now for us, watching this video and me talking here with you, the karma is part of the law of cause and effect, and basically is the energy that we do create the karma, we do create the energy when we interact all the time with everything. So every time we interact from the third dimension, which is the dimension where you are exploring the five senses, your thoughts, and we see each other, we can physically interact. So that's the third dimension. Every time we do interact, we are creating an energy. That energy is composed by thoughts, emotions, and more energy, but basically thoughts and emotions, and I want to focus on that.
Yep.
So when we do things that are not aligned with our purpose, we do create attachment to ideas, people, places, and for you to imagine that we are manifesting that energy as cords, and those cords are emanating from our chakras and attaching us to other veins, which could be other veins. I'm talking about people in the street, family, friends, people, places. My energy field could be super attached to a house, but won't be attached because just the energy. I need to feed it with my thoughts. If I'm a person who thinks that I am my house, which sounds crazy here, but there is people, they do believe they are the house. They do believe they are the house, they are the cars, they are the business. They attach themselves through their own thoughts and fears to that. So that's a form of karma, because at some stage the real purpose is not to be here and get attached to everything. It's actually detach from everything, yes, and find a way to love unconditionally without attachment. So if we are creating attachment, we will create a reality that will force us to go through processes of detachment. And those processes of detachment are also called karma. Karma is a big word. We can't really explain karma in 2 sentences. But I want to focus on this part of the karma here for us to be more aware of what we are doing with our energy. And that's something I do work with the past life therapy, because many times we need to come back to a past life to detach from people, but mentally and emotionally as well, for sure, both. But we go there and we may have soul contracts created by us based in our emotional attachments. And I may need to come back to a past life with my mind, moving with my multidimensional being, and saying to that other soul, okay, I promise you, like 1,000 years ago, I have promised you, I will always look after you. Yes, I have done that with that consciousness of 1,000 years ago. But with this one in 2020, I know I'm not responsible of you. I don't need to look after you. You're grown. You are mature enough. So I will break that contract. And when you do it, there is a cord or many cords linking you with that other soul, that if you end up doing a regression to break that contract, is because in 2020, that cords are holding you back to a version of yourself that is expired. You need to leave it to move forward. And that hurts. When we are attached to something or people, hurts, emotionally hurts. And when it doesn't hurt enough emotionally, because we are like, no, I'm not listening. The body starts to tell you, I'm not good, I'm getting sick.